What you did was so smart and so creative. You should be so proud of yourself.
Anna Marie Expert Parenting.
As parents, one of the most important gifts we can give our children is a strong self-esteem. We all like to feel good about ourselves, right? Well, it's even more important for our children. Self-esteem is all about how we feel about ourselves, whether we believe we are worthy, capable, and lovable. And we have to be careful and smart, because it's very easy to damage our children's self-esteem. When children have healthy self-esteem, they are more likely to face challenges with confidence, build good relationships, and be kind to themselves and others. So today we are going to talk about simple, positive ways to nurture our child's self-esteem and help them thrive. A child's self-esteem begins with knowing they're loved no matter what. Research shows that when children feel loved and accepted for who they are without needing to earn that love, they grow a stronger sense of worth, just because they are the way they are. As parents, it's key to show lots of affection even when they make mistakes. If they make a mistake, well, we are going to keep practicing and improving. Let them know they're valued for who they are, not just for their actions. Hug them, tell them you love them, and show affection in ways that help them feel secure. When children feel truly loved, they're less likely to seek approval from others in unhealthy ways, and much more likely to feel confident in themselves, which is very, very important. It's natural to praise our children for doing something well done, but it's just as important to praise their effort, not just the outcome. For example, instead of only saying, "You did great on your test," try saying, "I'm really proud of how hard you worked, my love." This shift helps children understand they're valued for their effort, not just their success. And that's a very, very important point. When children are praised for their effort, they develop a growth mindset. They know that skills and abilities can be improved with practice. Pam, 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 pam. This mindset makes them less afraid to make mistakes and more willing to keep trying new things. Also, giving our children age-appropriate responsibilities helps them build confidence in their ability to handle tasks. Whether it's helping with chores, making decisions, or learning new skills, these tasks show them that they can be trusted. When our children complete a task on their own, it gives them a sense of accomplishment. And then this boosts their self-esteem and shows them they're capable of doing it. Let them make mistakes too. It's part of growing. Seeing they can overcome a challenge will make them more confident in themselves. Children learn by watching us. If we want our children to have good self-esteem, we should show them how to treat ourselves with kindness and respect. If we struggle with self-doubt or negative self-talk, we should work on changing those habits. We can talk about our own strengths and challenges in a positive way. And we need to let our children see how we handle tough situations with self-respect. When they see us managing our emotions and challenges with confidence, they're more likely to do exactly the same. For example, if we face a setback, we say something like, "That was tough, but I'm going to keep trying and trying and believe I can do better next time." This teaches them that resilience and self-compassion are very good options, and they're always on the line of persistence, and resilience. When children feel heard and understood, they build emotional confidence. Rather than brushing off their feelings, we should listen and acknowledge what they're going through. For example, if our children say that they're upset about something, instead of saying, come on, it's not a big deal, we need to try to say something very different. "I can see why you're upset. That must have been really tough for you." Validating our children's emotion helps them feel safe and understood. It also teaches them to manage their emotions in healthy ways. When children know they can express themselves without fear of judgment, it builds their self-worth. And that's very, very important. Helping our children develop problem-solving skills and make their own decisions also boosts their self-esteem. When children get opportunities to solve problems and make choices, they learn to trust their own judgment. So we can start by giving them small choices like picking out their clothes when they're small or deciding what to have for lunch. As they grow, we should encourage them to think through problems and come up with solutions. This builds their confidence and empowers them to handle their life's challenges. It's important to have high expectations. We all want the best for our children, but those expectations need to be realistic and achievable. If a child feels they can never meet our expectations, they might feel inadequate. And why even bother to try? When goals are within their reach, children get a sense of pride when they achieve them. Research shows that children who feel they can meet expectations are more likely to take pride in their accomplishments. So we should be patient and supportive. When they work, we need to be by their side and to help them toward their goals and celebrate their progress along the way. Children also tend to mimic the way parents talk to themselves, as we have very clearly said. So if they hear us speak negatively about ourselves, they might start doing exactly the same. To nurture our children's self-esteem, we have to encourage positive self-talk. Teach them to recognize negative thoughts and replace them with positive, supportive ones. For example, if our child says, "I'm no good at this, I'm not good at all," then we need to help them to reframe it by saying, "I might not be good at it yet, but I'm getting better." That's different. This kind of positive self-talk builds their belief in themselves and boosts their confidence. Our children's self-esteem is also influenced by their relationships, of course. The best thing for us to do is to encourage them to build friendships based on kindness, respect, and mutual support. When children have positive relationships, they feel validated and supported, which is something very important, and it strengthens their self-worth. This is why we should teach our children to recognize unhealthy relationships too. This helps them understand how they deserve to be treated, with respect by friends, family, and peers. Building self-esteem takes time and patience, of course. By being there for our children as they grow, being there when they have to face challenges and making mistakes, we are reminding them of their strengths even when things aren't perfect. Children will stumble as we all do. Oh, that's very clear. But with our encouragement and belief in them, they will learn to overcome obstacles and keep growing with a strong sense of self-worth. As parents, it's our job to nurture our children's self-esteem. And we need to show them unconditional love, praising their efforts, fostering independence, and teaching them to value themselves. We can help our children grow into confident, resilient individuals, just doing those simple things that end up being extremely important. With our love and care, our children will develop a very healthy self-esteem that helps them navigate their world with confidence, kindness, and strength. And of course, with assertiveness. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. Like and subscribe for more content, love, joy, and respect always. See you next time.
Anna Marie Expert Parenting.